Okay, y'all. So today is day 4 of choosing me, and I can't lie. It's 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 mixed feelings. It's a little bit harder, but it's also maybe getting a little bit easier because y'all, I love my husband and I really don't want to leave, but I know I have to leave in order for him to change. And it's just like, why did it have to come to this? I didn't want it to come to this. I really don't. I prided myself on, oh, I'm a wife. We're raising our kids together. I wanted that black love, that black family. That's what I wanted. And I always felt like, I'm not going to say I always felt like that's what he wanted, but that's what I guess I hoped he would want. And I know some of y'all going to eat me up in the comments about some of the things that I've been saying, but I'm a very honest person and I know how to take accountability for my actions. No, by far am I blaming myself, because I know I'm not to blame. He is the person who decided to step outside of our marriage and talk to people. So that's not on me, but I do know that, things like that, it can just happen for no reason, but it don't ever rarely just happen for no reason. And a lot of the times women don't like to take accountability, but I'm a person who like to take accountability for my actions and how I played a part and how everything is falling apart. Granted, he did the thing that ended us, and I know some people in the comments like, but it was just a conversation, go to counseling. I've been to therapy. I am fine. I'm not fine, but I'm taking the steps to work on myself. Now, he has never been to therapy, which I feel like is something that he really needs because, like I said before, he has a lot of childhood trauma that he has never dealt with. He's never really had he didn't have the same upbringing as me. Granted, my upbringing wasn't perfect, but and I also want to touch on that a little bit. I want to touch on my upbringing because my mom did reach out to me and she said that me and the kids can come to her house. However, we never really had that kind of relationship. Like, I don't feel like I can go to my mother in these type of situations because we don't have that type of relationships. I'm not the child that she normally helps. So her reaching out to help me, yeah, that may be a good thing and everybody like jump on it, but y'all don't know my mother. My mother really don't like people living with her. I'll get there for a week and everything will be good and she'll make me feel comfortable, and then on the back end they probably be talking about me on the phone about how I need to get up out of it. I don't know. That could be just a trauma response and me not wanting to go through that and put myself in that situation and accept that help. But I we don't have that type of relationship. Just like he does not have the type of relationship with, I would say, his family. Probably like the only person he really close with is his sister. Like, yeah, he don't really have that relationship. Like I said, his mother passed when he was younger. His dad is in North Carolina. The man that raised him passed on, right before Bryson's first birthday. So it's like he really never had, or don't, not never, but he don't really have that figure to really show him like, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is, so I don't know. I just hope he can get the help that he needs so that way he can be better for the next person. I know that I am taking these conversations and making sure I'm going to use it so that way I'm better. I don't think there will ever be another person because I don't ever like, I know people say that when they get out of relationships, but you got to understand me. Before my and I want to say this is why I'm so hurt, because before my husband, yeah, I had relationships, but it really wasn't like no, like this. Like, I used to be a person where as soon as you piss me off, I'm done with you. You cheat on me, I'm done with you. You look at me wrong, I'm done with you. You don't do what I ask you to do, I'm done with you. Like, men were very disposable to me. Like, I did not care, and it could have stemmed from daddy issues, I don't know, but men was very disposable to me, and I didn't have a care in the world for these dudes. I don't give a damn about you, sir. No, I don't. Why would I? Think about it. Why would I care? So then for me to, let my guard down and finally meet my husband and, find somebody I care, love, and care about unconditionally. And then they played in my face. And I have mommy issues. So now it's, y'all, I need a therapy session so bad, but I can't afford one right now. I need one so bad because one of the things that I got over was growing up the way I grew up with my mother. when I became an adult and when I started dating people, I always felt like if my mother didn't love me, who will? So then I met the man who I thought loved me, and then it just started to be on some, like, now I feel like you don't love me. Or maybe you do love me, you just don't know how to love. I have issues with love. I don't know if that's a thing to say, but I really do have issues when it comes to love. I don't love easily, and I don't trust people when it comes to love, because I really be feeling like if the people who were supposed to love me don't love me, how can I expect someone else to love me? Do that make sense? Y'all, I'm at home still, and I'm cooking breakfast, so y'all just gonna have to travel with me around the house, because I gotta get these kids breakfast before I go to work. I was trying to keep it quiet because my AC loud in the house, but y'all gonna have to go on this journey with me because I can't burn my house down. Oh, it ain't even sizzling like that. Okay, let the sausage keep cooking. Let's go back and finish having our conversation. Anywho, I don't know, y'all. It's getting easier because I'm starting to see him more as a friend. Not like a friend, because he's like I said, my best friend. So I'm starting to still see him in that best friend kind of light versus seeing him in that husband type of light. Like, yeah, he's still my husband and stuff like that, but I can easily look at him and be like, hey friend, can you do this? Hey friend, versus me over here like, ooh, I just want to jump his bones. Like, I feel like that part is starting to get a little bit easier day by day, because I don't know, y'all. Men is something that I would never understand, and this is why I said I'm probably never, it's not going to be anybody after him. I don't ever want to date again. I damn sure don't want to get married again. Honestly, I don't even think I want a divorce. I just want to separate, because if something happened to him, I should be the one to get all them benefits. I put up with all this shit. Like, I just want to separate. I don't even know if I want to go through a divorce, because I don't ever want to marry nobody else. And I would love for that to be the excuse why I can never marry another person, because I'm already married. Like, I don't know. I'm in a space right now where I think being alone for the rest of my life. No cats, though, because I don't even like cats. I'm terrified of cats, and I'm allergic to cats. So no cats. No cats whatsoever. I don't want any cats on the radar, okay? But I just feel like, I don't know, y'all. This is getting confusing, and that's why I'm rambling on, because this is all too much for me, if I'm being honest. This is all too much. It's a lot for me. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to wrap my head around. Like I said, I just knew in my head, in my heart of hearts, that we was going to be together forever. Okay? And now that's not the case no more. And I see him kind of like, I'm not going to say he preparing to be alone, but it's like he's like stepping up more now. And I don't know if he's stepping up more now and that's his way of fighting for me, or he's stepping up and preparing himself for me to be gone. Like, I don't know, like he going to work early so that way he can make some extra money so he can afford these bills by himself. He's more attentive with the kids, like the kids. Bryson, I guess he normally come wake me up in the middle of the night when he coughing. Apparently last night he woke his dad up, and he was up with Bryson in the middle of the night. That was something that never happened. He don't get up in the middle of the night with them kids. I was always that, and that's why he always allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom. Granted, I haven't always been a stay-at-home mom, but when I want to be a stay-at-home mom, he allows me to be a stay-at-home mom. And a lot of men don't do that. A lot of men be like, oh, no, baby, we going 50-50. You got to pay these bills. He be like, no, baby, you can stay home with the kids and get them together, and I go make the money. So it's like, now he's starting to step up and do a portion of what I do. And I don't know, y'all, that kind of hurt my feelings. And I'm just talking this out with y'all, so please don't come in the comments talking some, oh, you dumb for feeling like that. But it kind of hurt my feelings because I started feeling like, damn, well, you don't need me. You don't need me. But then also, on the other hand, it's like I was getting so overwhelmed in duties, and now I see you can do the duties. Why would you let me do all those duties by myself? I don't know. This is just a fuck of a lot for me. And I just want to thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for the advice. Thank y'all for talking me through it. I know somebody commented and said I should make a GoFundMe or something like that. I'll think about it. I'll think about making a GoFundMe. Somebody else said a Patreon. I'm not really sure what all a Patreon is for, but I have to look into it and see what a Patreon is because I really don't know what a Patreon is. Um, I know people were talking about donating to me so I won't have to, leave my kids behind, which would be a blessing. I would love that if I can get my own place and don't have to leave my kids behind. So that would definitely be a great help. I don't know, y'all. I'm just taking it a day at a time, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out, my next move, my next step. I know ultimately it is for me to physically leave this house. Like I said, I'm not going to keep repeating it. It's no point in me staying here, and there's literally nothing here for me. So yeah, I'm just, I did not want this for myself. But I am glad that I got over the crying. I'm super glad I got over all that soft ass shit. I'm so glad that I'm over that crying part because I do not like doing. I mean, I am a crybaby. Don't get me wrong. I'm an Aquarius. I'm an emotional being. Okay, but I'm tired of all that crying. I am tired. I don't feel like crying. I don't feel like soaking. My migraines have come back. And if I don't stop stressing and get them under control, I'm going to start back passing out. And that is the one thing that I really don't need. I do not need to be passing out. No, that's not something that ever needs to happen. So I have to, yeah, I got to figure this out and stop stressing. So that's the first step is to stop stressing. So that way I can clear my head and figure out what my next move is. Because I am listening to y'all in the comments. Yeah, I need to leave, but is it smart for me to just up and leave with no plan and go sleep in my car or whatever I'm going to end up doing or wherever I'm going to end up going? Like, is that the smart move? Should I take somebody up on their offer and stay with them? I just feel like, I'm sorry. I seen somebody comment like, at least you got an offer, go stay with your sister. In California, when my kids are in South Carolina, that is a large gap, especially going out there with no job, no money, no nothing. The only thing I'll be able to do is FaceTime my kids. I'm not going to be able to see them until I get a job, get money, get time off to be able to come back and travel back to South Carolina to see my kids. Or like that's too far for me to be away from my kids. Even Texas. Because I want to say Texas is like a 14, 15-hour ride. That's too far. That's better than California. But that's not a hop, skip, and jump away. And I can't get to my kids that fast. Like, y'all don't understand. My kids are my world. Like, I look at my kids sometimes and I just fucking cry because I love them so much. So to just leave them and go hours and hours and hours away, I don't see that as an option. Some people can do that, but some people, I can't. I'm not some people. I cannot just dip on my kids like that. And I know I shouldn't look at it as dipping on my kids, but that's how it make me feel, like being that far away from them. I can't do it. Not that far. That's too far for me. Too far. But they seem to be okay. They do seem to understand what's going on. They did ask why we can't be together. He don't want to tell them because he feel like they gonna hate him. But like I told him, you're gonna have to tell them, because if you don't tell them why, they're gonna resent me thinking I just up and left y'all and left for no reason. So eventually he's gonna have to be a man and tell them why. I don't feel like it's my place to tell him why, because I don't want to bash him because of my feelings. So I would rather him tell them why. But the truth be told, he don't even really have a valid reason why. Like, yeah, he, my attitude and da-da-da-da. But when you ask him why he did it, he's just like, I shouldn't have did it. I don't know. I really wasn't thinking. I like the attention. And that's all it is. Men is some damn attention seekers. And I don't understand why men need attention that much. I don't need that much damn attention. I don't. I really don't. And I be thinking about it. Like, I do content and stuff, but I think I want to keep it on a content level. Like, I've been saying I want to reach for the stars and stuff, but I think I'm okay with being on a content level because I don't think I'm ready for my life to be uprooted to the point where I can't even go into a store. I know I'm veering off, y'all. I be going in circles. Y'all got to keep up. You got to keep up with me because, baby, I be really, like, rambling on. But, yes, I don't understand why men like attention so much. I don't like all that attention. I don't like. One time I went to the mall a couple months ago. What was it? I don't think it's around Christmas time. It might have been around Christmas time. I went to the mall and one of my supporters recognized me, and I heard her talking to, I don't know if it was her boyfriend, her brother, whatever. And then she was like, "That's her, that's her, that's her." He was like, "Dang, her." She was like, "Yes, it is. I follow her. I watch her videos every day." And he was like, "That's not her." And then he was like, "Excuse me, miss, are you on TikTok?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir, I'm on TikTok." He was like, "Oh, okay. You know, she follow you. She one of your supporters." And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" Da, da, da. And that made me kind of nervous. Yeah, that made me feel good and butterflies on the inside. Like, yay, somebody recognized me. But that also made me a little nervous because I'm like, dang, when I get bigger, will I be able to just go to the stores like I want to without people bombarding me? I don't know if I like that type of attention. So I don't understand why men like attention. Like, yeah, it feel good. Like, let's go to Aisha Curry. I don't know if y'all remember them years ago when Aisha Curry was like, oh, she, missed getting the attention she used to get and stuff like that. I understand to a certain extent, because when you get into a marriage, the only person who technically pay you any attention is your spouse, right? So if your spouse is the person that's paying you the most attention and you don't get no outside attention, I get you craving some attention. But actually giving in and talking and having conversations with that attention, that's the part that I don't get and I don't understand. And I probably won't ever understand. Because why? I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm cute, bitch. As long as I think I'm cute, God know he made me cute, and my man think I'm cute, I'm fine. I don't really care for all the extras from the outside world, but maybe that's just me and my personality. I don't know. But all right, y'all, I gotta finish cooking this food and getting these kids ready for school. I will see y'all on day 5. I will stay strong. I'm not gonna give in, y'all. We got this. See y'all later.